morning and welcome back to the National Museum of the United States Army for another episode of Curator's Corner. The item that you see behind me might appear small and inconsequential, but the story it tells is of a powerful one, of a courageous and resilient Nisei soldier during World War II. Born on the island of Hawaii, Takeichi Miyashiro lived with his family on various plantations. Drafted into the U.S. Army in 1940, he trained on Schofield Barracks, and when the 100th Infantry Battalion Separate was formed in June 1942, he entered as a platoon sergeant. Miyashiro arrived in Italy in September 1943 and immediately entered combat with his unit. During the Naples-Foggia campaign in Italy, Miyashiro sustained his first injury when he was wounded by a grenade. He was promoted to technical sergeant in February 1944, and 2 months later received a battlefield commission to second lieutenant. On July 8, 1944, Miyashiro led an attack on a German machine gun nest. After securing their location, his platoon fought off 3 counterattacks. Ordering his men to withdraw, Miyashiro remained in place and opened fire on the charging enemy. He would later be awarded the Distinguished Service Cross. The next day, Miyashiro was hit by shrapnel and transported to a hospital, but was able to rejoin his company 3 weeks later. On October 22, 1944, during a fierce battle at Biffontaine, France, he was struck by a projectile which exploded his ammunition belt, thus propelling fragments into his left hip. The next day, while being medically evacuated, his group was captured by a German patrol. While in a German prisoner of war hospital, a fellow POW operated on and removed these fragments. The doctor later gave Miyashiro a small German matchbox containing those metal fragments. Miyashiro was eventually moved to a Polish prisoner camp, where he remained until he was liberated by advancing Russian troops on January 22, 1945. Miyashiro was later awarded a Silver Star for his instrumental role in capturing 6 enemy soldiers and driving away more than 20 others that day he was wounded in France. You can see 2nd Lieutenant Miyashiro's shrapnel and more Nisei-related artifacts here on display. The National Museum is excited to announce that in partnership with the National Veterans Network and the Army Historical Foundation, we will be launching the Army's very first traveling exhibit. I Am an American, the story of the Nisei soldiers of World War II, will launch in February of 2026. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Curator's Corner, and we hope to see you again next month.